Hey everybody, Andy Nelson. A little bit different. I'm doing a night video for once, evening video. So this past weekend, I was in Utah for a short little vacation. I have not taken one in forever. And I drove out to Utah because I wanted to finally go see all those towering geologic features, the red clay, the canyons. It was just absolutely beautiful, and I highly recommend it to anybody who hasn't gone out there. Now, here's where we talk about trademark law. So I'm going through one of the towns, and as I was driving, there's a sign that said, the greatest earth on, no, I'm sorry, yes, the greatest earth on snow, okay? And so immediately it called to mind, hey, the greatest show on earth, right? The tagline or slogan for Barnum and Bailey Circus. Everybody on the planet knows that tagline. Everyone's seen it or heard it at some point in their life. And it made me think of another trip I took some years ago where I went to Orlando for a conference, and there was a shirt in the gift shop. And I'm not going to say the name of the hotel, but the shirt said, what happens in name of the hotel stays in name of the hotel. So, of course, immediately I thought, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? So everybody knows that one as well. Everyone's seen the commercials at some point. Oddly enough, maybe you didn't know, but what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas is a trademark of, I think, the Las Vegas Tourism Commission or something almost. I can't remember the exact owner, but that is a protectable registered trademark. Plenty of people have taken that trademark, that slogan, and inserted whatever word you want instead of Vegas. Point is inspiration. Getting inspiration from others, trademarks, ad copy, slogans. It can be fun, but it can be with a lot of risk because you just don't ever know how aggressive a trademark owner is going to be. Think about it. If you have your own branding and you are so tied up with it, you believe that it points to you and you alone, consumers associated with you, it is your baby. And I've seen a lot of trademark owners treat their intellectual property as their baby pretty doggone close. Why? I mean, look, yeah, it is you. You associate with your identity and you invest in it. You put your effort into building that brand and building those brand symbols. So, a lot of people are going to be aggressive, including possibly you. So, we've all heard another phrase or tagline, there's no new thing under the sun. And that is largely true. So we often get inspiration from others. We often borrow from others. But borrowing too much can lead to legal exposure and real potential disasters. So before you get too influenced or inspired by others, really think about the danger that might cause. It may not cause any issues if you have other, the originators or owners of that other material is not aggressive, but you just don't know. You don't know who you're going to run into. And there are some companies out there that are or have reputations for being very, very aggressive. Others, not so much. But do you want to be the test case? Maybe, maybe not. So as you're developing your ideas for your branding, think hard about what your source of inspiration is. You may not even realize it at first glance that you are snagging something that may belong to somebody else. So before you adopt something, before you just charge on full steam ahead, I think I mixed a few metaphors there, I don't know, but really think about where you got your inspiration. And if somebody else creates your branding for you, you need to ask them. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people get into legal trouble because they hired a marketing company or a friend or just got something free from a buddy who is starting out being a graphic designer or a marketing consultant. And those people mean well, but next thing you know, they just got you a lawsuit and you didn't even know it was coming. So make sure you ask the folks that build things for you, that create things for you, where they got their material. Anyway, think about it. Where did you dive deep? Where did you get what was your source of inspiration for your brand imagery, your names, etc.? Make sure that you're not borrowing so much that you might cause yourself or create for yourself legal exposure. If you have any questions about this video, please feel free to leave me a comment or shoot me a message. and I'd be happy to explain further. Anyway, have a good one. Bye-bye.